No, I'd like for you to listen. Okay. So, many people here know I'm not great at giving impromptu speeches, so I decided to write something down. So now, since we've exchanged many letters and emails and G-chats, I thought I should just write you a letter like you did for my wedding. So, dear Nachancita, you probably don't need a refresher as to our friendship. However, in writing this on the eve of your wedding, it seems appropriate to reflect on it. You guys know. We first became friends at the innocent age of 9. My first memories of you include gossiping about whether Dan Tack, one of your bridesmaids tomorrow, really had a crush on you or was just pretending, and being devastated when you announced that you would be going to live in Japan. We became international pen pals for a while, often writing about how cute Miss Woolman was or whether Dan had moved on. We reunited at 15, and despite great intentions, we quickly became the best of frenemies, mostly due to Mike Lee, another of the bridesmen. But that's a story for another time. You applied to Princeton in part to get away from me, but fate had other plans. As products of a touchy-feely school without grades, we both chose to attend a pre-college volunteer program instead of an outdoor program involving outhouses and tents. Of course, even though there were dozens of volunteer programs being held around the country, we ended on the same 10-person program. I was seriously concerned about being in such close quarters with you. I'm sure you felt the same way. Despite all the anxiety, that week serving meals to the homeless and having daily group therapy sessions with 8 strangers is the week I think you and I chose each other to be lifelong friends. We became such close friends that when fate brought us both to Berkeley for graduate school, we actually chose to live with each other. Our time as roomies abruptly ended when we realized that despite having been elected to Phi Beta Kappa as a sociology major, a PhD was not what you wanted. While tomorrow's party may well be the biggest and best you'll ever throw, your passion for celebrating yourself actually started when you decided to go to law school. A party to send you off to Stanford, parties to welcome you back for Labor Day, Thanksgiving and New Year's, and parties to send you off again. I would ask common friends if they were just going to go to your welcome back party, and they would reply, another party? Didn't you just leave? In 2013, I decided that you could benefit from the services of a traditional matchmaker that I read about in the New York Times. Here's how I describe you. She drinks socially, doesn't smoke, though she's addicted to Nuclear gum, likes to run, doesn't train but can run a marathon at a whim and qualify for Boston without trying, and does yoga. She's a loyal and good friend, likes smart guys, and wants someone who's ready for commitment. I think she still gets hit on quite a bit, but don't think she's meeting quality people. She used to want 6 feet in a butt, but has come down to 5'11" or 5'10" on height. As fate would have it once again, you found a perfect match in the smart, committed, 6 feet and 1/2 inch tall John, before you even had a chance to use the matchmaker. You giddily described a skinny, down-to-earth, and athletic guy with a job in marketing that you couldn't understand. A guy with a large, warm family that embraced you before you even let John call you his girlfriend. When we did a Q&A session with the matchmaker so as to not waste the gift, you were mostly silent as we asked her about how to get a boy, how to keep a boy, how to get a boy to do more chores. You sat there, giggling, chiming in with stories, and after decades of knowing you, eerily without boy-related angst of any kind for the first time. I wasn't surprised when this boy who had breezed into your life and caught your heart asked you to marry you. 18 months after meeting you. The bridesmaids wanted to know more about this guy who would be in our lives forever, used an engagement party game as an excuse to do some diligence, and discovered many fun things about John that we and even you had not known. I wondered, who is this guy who said F you to a bus driver and burned a mattress in front of his school? Who is this avid soccer player and marathoner who wore shorts every day to school in 4th grade, even in the snow, and took a bite out of a live jellyfish? Who is this guy who told me that I could order an IV drip for a hangover the same way I could order an Uber? Should we be worried, we wonder? You once sent me an article about the 5 types of friends one needs in life. You said I was your true type of friend. Well, let me tell you the truth that I know. In the weeks and months and now years after you met John, I saw a calm and levity in you that I'd never seen before. Yes, you had laughed before, but not this hard. Yes, you had sat in the laps of other boys before, but not with this much zeal or frequency. Dear now, might lose a phone a month, refuse to drive on a highway, hate public speaking, but chose a profession that requires regular courtroom appearances. Friend turned frenemy turned friend. my fellow crazy cougar who no longer seems so crazy, my spit sister 3 times over, the sister I never had in so many ways. I'd like to tell you the truth that I know. I see in John not just the future father of your skinny and adorable half-Asian kids, but a true partner who will share life's many adventures with you side by side. And I see a marriage where you two will lovingly challenge, uplift, and inspire each other every step of the way. I'm so very happy for the both of you. Congratulations. Love,